Right out at the car now. Most convenient if it's that way, then the lead can be inserted under the trim. And that does appear to be the way it goes. Okay, that can be brought out here then, put it under the trim. Okay, let's feed it under the trim. Onto the top of the dash. We'll turn on the accessory switch. That doesn't do anything. No. Needs the ignition properly. I'll press that one. Oh, of course there's an on-off switch on the side, yes. Yeah. There we are. Here it's coming to life. I did read the instructions and apparently this is it, sorting out the type of connection that the computer is in the car. But you can see reflecting in the windscreen above the information. Right, I think I need to go back now and read the instruction manual again and discover what to do next. That should press menu, I think. Ah, here we are, what's that now? Let's come up with 100. Yeah. I think you have to press the menu button several times. Job to see quite what I'm doing as I'm holding the camera here. Yeah, I do need to change that to miles. Right, I need to discover a bit more how to change things here. Still doing kilometers there, as it is there. What's it say about changing kilometers to miles? 5 presses of the menu button, I think. Right, let's just see what we've got now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't really see where we are. No, anyway, I think gives you an impression as to what it's going to be like. It's going to be sat there and you'll be able to look up through the windscreen, see your speed. You can position this anywhere that's convenient. So, subject to reading the manual a bit more, that's really what the device looks like. Well, by fiddling around with the various buttons, I must say I haven't been able to note the exact way I've done it. But I do appear to have got it reading miles per hour now, and that's a big figure at the bottom. And the top one is the fuel consumption in litres per 100 kilometres, which, as far as I'm concerned, just means the lower that value, the better your fuel consumption, the way you're driving. I can't very well film this as we travel. It's dangerous. But I think I've got it operating correctly. Initial reactions are it's not that bright in daylight. Well, it's a matter of getting used to it, I think. So I'll just carry on doing my journey and make sure all is reading sensibly. Certainly reading 0 for no miles an hour and no fuel consumption. Okay. Right, I'm going to try and record how that head-up display appears on the windscreen using my little digital camera here, just clipped there, so I don't actually have to hold a camera as I drive. So see how it looks on the screen, just displaying miles an hour, and in the corner a figure which indicates how economic your driving is. Right, I think I've got a good recording there of how it appears on the windscreen. Right, back in the garage now. That seemed to have worked quite well. I'm reading 0 there at the moment. And in miles per hour. Goes off when you turn off the ignition. You do need to press the one of the little side buttons to make it come to life when you're driving away. That's a good physical position for the unit. Right, I'm trying to get to grips with how you change the settings on this device. What I've done, I've put the engine into ready to start mode. Press the menu button on the HUD. And you get on the screen that display, and I believe that 912 is the serial number of this unit. Now if you press, keep that on there, get your fingers out of the way. It's very difficult to hold this camera, hold the HUD and press buttons. Anyway, now pressing menu. Now that's position 1. Now that will allow me to have the audio alarms on or not. With 1, I believe that means, 1 on the left means that audio alarms are going to come on. If I change it otherwise, yeah, that's 0. And that means the alarms are not going to come on, which is what I want. Now, one more press of the menu button. There's 2 which doesn't stay. That's 3, which is cooling temperature alarm, which I'm not concerned about. One more press of the memory button. Right, that's either miles per hour or kilometers per hour. It's set to miles an hour, which is what I want. Change either of the buttons on the far left to change it to kilometers. I want it at miles an hour. I'm going to press 6. That's the rev alarm setting, which I don't want. 7, that's a reset. 8 would have been a correction on the speedo reading, which it flipped over. See if I can go through them again. That's a factory reset, which we don't want. 8 is the correction between the display miles an hour and the speedo miles an hour. Now, as received, that was set at 005, and I did notice that there was a 2 or 3 miles an hour difference between the speedo, mechanical speedo, and what the car computer says for the head-up display. So I've now changed that by 10. Again, by either of the two HUD buttons on the far left. Having got set that to what you want, you press the set button and turn off the car ignition. If you switch it back on again, press any button on the HUD. Obviously I haven't done that right. Switch it on again. Press any button on the HUD. Oh, it's so confusing, this unit. No, it's not coming on at all. Oh, dear, dear.